Howdy, folks. So, taking an opportunity, I've got a vacated house here to utilize some of the natural light in my kitchen um, for a saber that I'm actually rather enthusiastic about. It's not the most impressive thing that you'll see. It's a stunt saber, and it's a weathered and customized um, interpretation of Ultrasabers Initiate V3, and I think it's the Dark Initiate, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Uh, it could just be a regular Initiate that the person that did the custom work maybe painted it and then weathered it, or it could have been the Dark Edition, the Dark Initiate with the black finish, and it was sanded down. I'm not too certain. All I know is that I really like this saber, and I purchased it from a fella on eBay who seems to take great pride in taking these types of hilts and putting a little work into it. It's pretty simple. Can't really. Let me see. Let me get you some barrel lights so you can see what we're looking at. This is not working at all. Well, forget it. Fail. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see the weathering from there. Yeah, so that's the pommel. It has pretty much the same internals, although one of the things that he apparently did was sort of reinforce some of the soldering and whatnot. The chassis still here, the one that holds the 4 AAA batteries, is still pretty much the same thing. He kind of used an O-ring in there to kind of keep it from bouncing around a little bit. It still moves around a little bit, but it's not, you can hear it. It's not really too bad. So he added a leather wrap to the thing, distressed leather. The beginning on this side is quite good. As you can see, the finish, the flourish, the piece de resistance is not the greatest. It just kind of like tapers off, and it's not the best finishing work, but it's on there securely, so not too big a deal. For the price I paid for this, I'm plenty happy. So you got the first of the 2 choke points. Yeah, you can see the weathering. There's no Dremel work on here, which is fine. And none of this paint has been coming off. I mean, I think maybe some residuals came off, but I've been swinging this thing around a lot, and I haven't really been having too much of an issue. As your standard AV switch here. This is mostly just a visual thing. I mean, there's not really too much to talk about. I do really like the work that this guy did. There's your main choke point. This is a very comfortable, very well balanced hilt. I'm gonna do basically an LED comparison with the Gen 4 Eco, my Acolyte that I just received, because they both kind of have similar blade colors. The Acolyte has the LED, and this saber has the LED, the violet amethyst that Ultrasabers offers. It's a very lovely color. It's kind of a subtler purple. So you get your blade retention screw, and this is why I think it might be an LE, but it could just be very well, like I said, be just the normal silver that you find on an Ultrasaber's hilt. And I've got myself with a 32-inch Ultra Edge blade that came with it, and I'll turn it on. So don't worry, you will get to see this blade at night. So if anybody gets triggered, I'll deal with that later. So yeah, because you really can't make it out, but it's a very lovely color, and nicely balanced saber, really comfortable in the hand. Nothing to impede you from getting a good flow going. I haven't accidentally turned it off, because the AV switches on the Ultrasabers hilts, they recess sufficiently that you don't have much in the way of issues with it. My the catalyst has the momentary switch. The AV switch is momentary, and that sometimes causes issues with accidentally turning on the lockup. But the thing is like a good stunt saber is just, I don't know, it's so much easier to do practice tricks, flourishes. You drop it, you bash it around. Something like this is so resilient and so unintrusive that something about a stunt saber, I actually I have more of affinity for those than I do a sound saber. A sound saber, I just always feel like I have to nurse it. And you gotta take care of that thing, make sure that you don't, damage it or drop it or do anything. I'm too forward to the electronics, or I don't know. It's just you don't want to bash it around too much. Just because if anything happens to it, you feel like it's an investment out the window. You've just thrown away dollars. You can see the dollar signs flying out the thing. Whereas with this, yeah, I would like to keep it in working order, but I'm not too worried about breaking a battery pack and an LED and a switch. This is pretty simple. Anyway, so like I said, this is my custom V3 Initiate, and this fella, he's working on some other hilts. He was gonna let me know when he has a Sith flavored hilt ready. I just want one with a red blade. I might even buy one with green or a blue. I don't know. The price is right. I'm trying to save some money. I'm kind of be steering away from the more expensive hilts, I think, at this point. Going towards more unique and oddball customs like this. I'd also like to get one of the refurbished sabers from Blue Force Sabers. And I like what he's doing with Ultrasabers hilts as well. Ghost Shadow has a review of a really nice, I think it was a Jedi inspired same hilt, the Initiate V3. This is just like such a simple and well balanced hilt. I mean, you can go one-handed, two-handed, whatever. I'm a big fan. Never really even gave this hilt too much consideration. It almost vies with the Arclight, the Saber Trio Arclight, for just sheer comfort. But it's a lot lighter, Yeah. So anyway, I'll just give you a bit of a visual tour. Forgive me for having like weird lighting. I thought this would be a lot better than it actually is, but that's not bad. Well, look at that. Get just the right angle, you know what I mean? I just find this to be simplistic and lovely. Yeah, you can go with a fancy schmancy, super ridiculously expensive saber, and you get it, and you're just like, yeah, this thing's great. This thing's phenomenal. All the stuff that it does is beautiful. And then you put it with all the rest of your sabers and your hilts, and you just kind of go on to the next one. Whereas something like this, when you pay not too much money for it, you can just kind of pick it up anytime you want and have just as much fun with it. I don't know. It's kind of a thing. It's kind of a thing with me. Anyway, so I hope you like this review of sorts for this custom Initiate V3. And like I said, at some point, I'm going to put the video up now, but the links will come later. And so the guy has an eBay page. He only has a few things up right now, but I'm sure that probably working guy just like the rest of us, and does what he can. But I will say he really packaged this well. If you watch my unboxing, very professionally packaged. His approach online was very professional. I feel like I feel like he's onto something, and he's if he keeps it up, he could probably do quite well for himself. Yeah. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed this review, and everyone have a lovely day. It's very, very sunny out. I think with the melt, I might actually go outside and try practicing outside if it's not too cold. Yeah, that would be a nice change of pace. All right, now, everybody take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.